Hello. I'm going to be testing quite a few things out today. It's been quite some time since I've done any kind of streaming and or gaming. Um, just been busy. So hopefully everyone could hear me okay. If not, I'll just as I go. Um, I can only do so much. So, like I said, in the description and the title here, that's I'll be playing Tarkov. A couple weeks ago, there was a brand new patch, and with that, it wiped everyone's progress. That is a common thing with this game. As it's being built, it's still a beta. Um, so everyone starts over from scratch, especially when they make big changes to the game. And with that, basically I've started over. I've worked my way up to level 9, which is actually further than what I was before. Although with the levels is more or less experience that you get in the game, not necessarily how much you've actually progressed. There's certain tasks and things that you can do, but it's fairly open-ended as far as the game itself. It's a survival game. It's also a first-person shooter, which you go into what's called a raid, or into the game itself, and you go through the map. You try to get items that you would need, food, water, all sorts of materials that you can upgrade your hideout, which is a kind of the place that your character lives. So most of the time it's a matter of just going through and trying to survive. Other players try to kill you for your stuff, including the computer players, the AI, scavs and raiders, depending on which map you're on, and it can be pretty tough as well. Sometimes more tough than the actual players. And depending on how good you are, it can get you better, armor. It can get you better, all sorts of equipment, and that can help you survive even better. So this is a quick rundown of the actual game itself, because I don't know too many people really know about it still, even though the game's been worked on for the last 4 years or so. I've had it for 2, or well, actually about a year and a half. I bought it around New Year's a year ago. So it's been at least a year, a half a year being this year. I haven't played it much because it is pretty frustrating to play. There's a lot of moments where you think you do everything right, you think that you have the tactical advantage, and it just doesn't work out that way. So you just kind of deal with it. Anyway, like I said, I haven't streamed in some time. My internet connection is usually okay. Um, but we'll see. As we get into the actual game and start moving around, my bitrate might go to crap, and I might drop frames, and I might get frustrated and start making changes. So, with that, I am going to do another quick check here. And see how I'm actually broadcasting through. And then we'll get into it. So far, it sounds like my audio is okay. I'm actually looking at my phone, just to double check, and everything looks like it's all right so far. Yeah. So here's my stash, or my inventory of all my crap that I have currently in game. It starts you off with quite a big bunch of stuff. I've lost a bunch of things as well, but I've gotten a lot of this junk down here at the bottom. All these little parts and pieces, and gunpowder, and actually found some TNT and thermite and propane, and I need some more matches, and all this crap. This is some of the starter armor and tactical rigs that you can have. Some bags, some helmets, and glasses or goggles, depending. I have all my medical crap here for healing, and a little bit of food and water. I don't have a whole lot, which is not great. I'm gonna have to either find or buy some more, which it gets expensive. I don't have a whole lot of money. Actually quite a bit low. Mostly because I keep on buying new equipment after I lost it, and then after about a day, if no one claims it, you can get it back with insurance that you pay on the items. Now, I did get a bunch of stuff back, but it's still money that I ended up paying. I also paid some money for this shotgun here, which is an item that I need for one of the tasks. You can customize a lot of stuff in this game, and it could be rather interesting. I don't know why on my streaming software why the chat's not showing. I'm not really too worried about it, but someone might pop in and ask a question. Cool. Let's see if I can force it to. No, it's just not doing it. Alright, we'll do it this way. So, there we go. That helps a little bit. And YouTube's already complaining about my bitrate. Cool. Love it. Amazing. It's just more or less because I was sitting on the title screen and wasn't doing anything. Anyway, yeah, this shotgun I've had to customize a little bit. This actually had a regular stock on it. I had to get this pistol grip. Got this little muzzle adapter that I needed. This foregrip, and it's got a laser on it as well, so I could turn that in. There's all these traders, and they give you tasks to do, and that can get you a lot of good items, or at least money. So here's that one task that I have. Need to make modifications to make it a little bit more ergodynamic, or ergonomic, or proper. Laser extended mag, which I already had a 6-round mag in it when I bought it in the first place, so it counts. And there's a lot of details like the recoil. You can customize with different parts to make the, these guns operate better, and having it compact with that pistol grip. So, and this is what I'll get. I'll get some ammo. I'll get a bolt action rifle and some money and experience and additional loyalty wrap with the trigger. So I got a bunch of these tasks that I need to get done, but right now I really just need to get some more money. So there's two ways you can do that. You can go into a raid, kill some people, find some stuff digging around that can help you, or you can go in as a scav or scavenger, which is the same concept overall as what you would normally do with your normal character here. So this is my character at the moment, but you can also do scav runs or scavenger runs, which is a different character altogether, and if you lose everything out, it doesn't really affect anything other than whatever you picked up you've lost. With the main character, if you go and you end up getting shot or run out of time, which is, missing in action or killed, which I've gotten killed quite a bit, you lose everything that you're holding. You don't get it back unless you paid insurance on it, and if no one else picked it up or found it. So there's a lot to this game. It's not easy to learn, it's not easy to play, and for that, it's really fun, but it can also be really frustrating. So right now what I need to do is definitely get some more material, more money, whatever else. And go from there. So give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and load in and see what we can do. So give me just a quick second. There's a few things I need to do here real quick before starting the actual stream that I didn't do. All right, should be good now. So I'm gonna do what's called a scav run. So you can pick your main character. Basically, you do everything possible to stay alive and get goodies and whatever else. Or you can scav, so it's more or less the same thing. There's a little bit difference in which it says that it's your home, you make the rules. Well, basically, you can play as friendly as you want, or you can just go after, you know, other players. If you attack the other scavs as a scav, then they will turn on you. So all the computer scavs will. There are other player scavs, and sometimes they will screw you over too. But the PMCs, the main characters, I think that's, I don't know the exact acronym, what that is. I think that's right. Player, main character, or something. I mean, all of them could potentially kill you as a scav. Now, they take a little bit of a damage in their reputation as far as as far as one of the traders called Vince, which is also a scav merchant. That can make it more likely for the scavs to attack you, like the computer scavs, as well as make it harder for you to escape. There are a couple of places that you can pay money to get out that are a lot easier, but you're paying for that convenience, being where it's at. Like on customs, there's a car at Strat that's right beside some dorms, like college dorms, but this is a, you know, more or less like barracks in a way, but it's compact apartments basically. But it's right beside there, and there are chances of getting shot, but it's a good place if you got a lot of stuff out of those buildings to go ahead and use it and get out, rather than try to run clear across the map in a matter of 5 minutes to try to get out. Anyhow, let's go ahead and load up a scav. I'm not really familiar with Shoreline, but as far as a map, I am going to run it. As I know that a lot of people have been telling me that there's a lot of good stuff, and a few times I've done this map, it wasn't too bad. So I was in offline mode, which is kind of a practice mode. It doesn't count. So with Scav, you know, you can basically go and try to pick up what you can and survive and get out. So you can go in at day or nighttime. So that's 1:40 in the morning or 1:40 at night or afternoon. I'm going in the afternoon because it sucks going in at night. You can't see anything. So this is your generated scav. It varies each time. If everything works out with these settings and everything, I'll probably be streaming a little bit with a few friends. Um, at least last weekend, I was playing with a few people, and last night I was too, and it can actually make things a lot easier. And although it doesn't, well, it can make it easier, it can also make it more complicated. Because you can definitely end up in a situation where one of your buddies gets in front of you by accident, or you not realizing it's them, and there is friendly fire, so you can end up making your buddy's day not so fun. And then you either need to pick up their stuff, hide it if for some reason they want to just do insurance on it, or they're just out of luck and you're the blame. It's probably going to take at least 5 minutes to get into this match, because for whatever reason it takes a few minutes to go through and find a server to be on. And then it has to load every item in the map, and as a scav sometimes that could take another 3 minutes, so, or at least on my PC. Other people can get in like 2-3 minutes and be fine, but this PC's like 6 years old, and I think this game is heavily CPU bound. I don't know why, but it's not too bad as far as video card demands. Any newer card within the last 5-6 years can play it. Might not have the best quality, but they keep adding new features as far as the graphics goes. But just loading in, it takes, I don't know why, but it just takes a lot to go through and process. Like I said, this machine's like 6 years old. It's a 5th generation Intel Core processor, the Core i7. Which is not bad. It was one of the 6 core processors out at the time, and it was actually one of the best options, both price-wise and performance. This system has 32 gig of memory, which this board can actually handle a Xeon processor, did when it came out, which is a server grade, or workstation grade board. So I mean, because of that, it's held up pretty well. I got a newer graphics card, although not a 30 something series Nvidia. I got a 2070, but I'm tired. Wow, I'm still not in a match after 4 minutes. I'm gonna back out of this. I know it's gonna be at least another 5 just loading the game once it finds the server. I just scav one of the other areas. It's one of the difficult things about this game is it takes so long sometimes, especially at the beginning of a new wipe. There was like 10-minute waits to get into the game, and that was minimum 10 minutes of waiting just to play. Otherwise, you can go through and buy stuff from the traders. You can sell your crap back to them, organize all your crap, because this isn't that organized. It could be a lot better, but there's 2 factory. I haven't done that in a while. It's a smaller map. There's usually at least a few people on it. I'll probably get turned around sideways and get lost, and someone will shoot me. And if you haven't noticed, the music's kind of quiet because I get annoyed with it. It gets way too loud compared to the rest of the game. So, but with that, at least I have my audio set where it's not completely overpowering. My mic is a little bit more of a priority. I only have a single PC setup too, so I kind of have to deal with what I got here. I may end up changing some settings around instead of doing a, full setup the way I have. I do have a little bit of a delay on this stream as well, so I have like a 30-second delay or 20-second delay or something. It is pretty funny that how this game I didn't even know about for a long time, or for a while. I did see someone else playing it, or at least heard about it eventually, and I just kind of looked at it as like, what is this? It didn't seem like it was that great. But the music's on point, the audio's on point, the audio is kind of crap in ways too, but it's buggy. Depending on if you're in buildings or outside and all sorts of stuff, you know, I mean, the sounds can be a problem. But I mean, this game overall, it's a small game studio that's actually out of Russia that put this game together. And the backstory of this is that there's a couple different entities, and you see them flash up on the screen here as you know I'm waiting. You know, there's a couple different corporations that are within the Tarkov region. You have scavs, which are just the regular citizens of the area, which are all Russian. You have Bear, which is a military group that's a Russian group. And you have USEC, which is like a kind of UN / NATO / American military group. It's really a private group, private security group, I should say. It's not necessarily military. Neither are the Bears. The Bears aren't really military per se. But, you know, it's all within this Russian region. But it's an interesting game. For the studio and the size of it and everything else, it's a pretty good game. It's just difficult. Yeah, there's USAC. I guess they are a private military company. And whatever else. And Bears are private military, but so you basically pick a side, whether or not you want to be, you know, a Western American, UK, European, whatever military group, or the Russian group. Almost done. Now, one thing I did different with this stream settings I have set up. Crap. Oh, that's an AI scat. One of the things I did is I actually set this back to 720 instead of 1080.
Зачем, блядь, чё?
But I did 60p, so hopefully the motion's pretty good. Don't over that. What do I need to extract from? Gate 3, up top in the office, or down below?
Сука, ёбнули нашего!
Oh, whatever. Shut up. That's another scav. I don't know if they're an actual player or an AI. I think AI, but I need to find some goodies. No. I only got 6 minutes in here. That's kind of crappy. Let's see if I can. Got some soap on me. You do load it in with a little bit of loot by default. Nothing there. It's already been searched. There's stuff laying on the ground. Hey. I need some tools. There's some toolboxes around. I thought that was a place or thing that you can open. It's not.
А, вот тут, короче, друган мой бывал точно.
I haven't heard any fighting or anything, so my guess is everyone got out. There was a toolbox that was down here, and they must have moved it. Oh no, it's on this side.
Есть кто нет?
I need measuring tape and this is decent, that's decent. UV lamp, whatever. Back this way, there are some jackets I can search. This is where some people can spawn in. That was what to do. I already got some of those. Key. Nice. 2 or 3. This is a decent key, I think. I've gotten that one before yet. I thought there was a door through here. Alright, I need to start moving towards the exit. I am not going to have enough time. Some stuff you can usually search in here.
На, Томас, охуенно, сейчас поживимся.
Run for it. I could probably use that, I think, maybe. Great. I don't have a backpack, fortunately.
Пожрать бы, конечно, вообще не помешало бы.
One thing I had problems finding the last wipe was a measuring tape. Somebody died down here. Couple people, shit. I just got nothing good. All been pit clean. Alright. Right here is where I can get out, so that's why I wasn't too worried. So now that I've gotten out, I can transfer all the stuff from my scav to my main inventory that I can use or sell or whatever else. For another time. Because that scav is only temporary.
Faithless list ban at least. Oh.
I don't know, I'll have to watch it back some a little bit here and figure out why am I still sitting here. Crap, my game just crashed. Shit. Hopefully all that stuff transferred. Takes a minute or so to pull back up. I'm actually pulling up my stream real quick to actually set this back to 720 instead of 1080.
Зачем, блядь, чё?
You know, it's not terrible, but
What
it's
it is.
60p, so hopefully the motion's pretty good. It's kind of blurry, but that's 720 for one, and two, it's not the highest bit rate. I haven't dropped any frames or anything, which is actually pretty good. Alright, anyway. I might just keep these settings as is. Maybe bump the bit rate a little bit, but it should be alright. Okay, that stuff did transfer over, cool. Alrighty. So this got crappy durability. Most of the scav guns are usually trash. So I'll probably break that down. I could use good part of this stuff. And I'm gonna put a lot of it down here. Let's see, soap. Actually, I need more space, is what I need. I don't have a scav bots or junk bots to put all this junk in. Meds, this paracord. Yeah, I'll throw it right there. That's something I can use on one of the maps to get out as well, but it can also be used for crafting. So it's a little bit more to this on what you can craft. Augmenting. A lot of people run this or use this, you know, for painkiller in game. You can also use these algens. It's basically Tylenol or whatever, or Mepazole, whatever. There's a lot of different stuff you can. This game gets into a lot. It just does. Anyway, let's deal with this stuff here. I emptied that bag. This sewing case I could use. Okay, so I already have like at least 3. That's the 3rd set of nails. This little thing here is actually for healing. Cheese slice thing, med kit. Got a key. Where was I throwing my keys? It was in this bag. Oh, it's this one. And that one too. I don't have enough room. Full. That's fine, I'll toss it in this bag. Really don't need this crappy gun, so I'm gonna sell it. I am gonna keep the bags though, because I end up dying a lot and end up needing them. These little health kits I don't use that much, but in a pinch they do help. Survival lighter, bolts. Put those in the wrong spot. Knife I could keep for craft or something later on. That I can sell. This headset can't wear because the helmet I'm wearing. I could use it. Go down here. You need like 7 or 8 of these knives to for something later on. I really need a junk box. I got all this junk. This vodka I could probably sell. This teapot I think is a little expensive. All these med tools and kits and stuff I could use to upgrade my stuff once I get an actual spark plug for my generator and a tape measure. Let's just go ahead and let's see. I keep that there. It's fine. probably some okay ammo. Keep a hold of it. Break this down. Sell the parts. I should sell a lot of stuff to Jaeger so I can get his. No, I can't sell that stuff to him at all. Maybe I'll sell it to Skier then. Get rid of all of this crap. It's not a whole lot, it's only 16,000 rubles. But money is money. Alright, let's go to my hideout. I haven't done that. And it takes like 3 minutes to load. Because again, I have to... It's like I'm mining Bitcoin or something. This loading, I'm gonna get something to quickly, there we go. Right back. I'll be up before I even step away, but... Alright. This is my hideout. There's a lot of stuff that is within it. There's a lot of stuff that you need. Since I have the Edge of Darkness or whatever edition, it's basically the limited edition top tier version of the game. I have the biggest inventory that I can get. Sorry. The standard edition is a level 1 stash. There's 3 other editions, and the edition I have is level 4. So I don't need to upgrade it. It's already as big as it's gonna get. But there's security. I need to get a measuring tape for it. Get it built. There's a lavatory, which is your toilet area, bathroom. Level 1, it allows you to repair armor, build new, really cheap armor, repair kits for stuff that can be easier to repair armor and your weapons and whatever else. So it's just a bucket of litter bots for level 1. But I need to find some toilet paper. As if, you know, that isn't a problem anywhere today. But it was at one point. So it's hard to find it in Tarkov. Toothpaste, I already have soap. I have more than one soap. Swear I already had soap from last night. Weird. Okay, anyway. And then this awe is brand new. It's so you can punch holes in material, and I mean, they added that this last patch. Got a workbench so you can work on stuff. I need to get some pliers. Actually, I can buy those. I should be able to. I think it's level 2 on one of these traders. I know you can buy these pliers. I was either mechanic or peacekeeper, but apparently it's not showing them, because it would normally list. Oh, it's because I did a link search. Play tool Leatherman. I might as well buy it. I do need to get my workbench. So I needed 2 nuts, 2 bolts, and I ended up getting those apparently. And that can get out of my inventory. And with that, now I can take this gunpowder and make bullets. 9mm bullets. I could do matches and gunpowder to make 7mm shotgun rounds. Power cords to make wires. Screwdriver and a power supply to make capacitors. And then there's a lot of this stuff that you can make things, and then you can tear things apart to back to their basic stuff again. So pliers and bullets you can make into gunpowder. Figures, right? You know, just dump the powder out of the bullet themselves, and there you go. So these are 545 rounds of some sort. And there's another type of gunpowder. Actually 3 different kinds. You can take a AK rifle, or it's not AK, it's a VPO carbine, but it kind of looks like an AK. You can rip it down into these generic weapon parts. Assuming that you don't already sell them. These T-plugs and wires, some tape. You can make a power cord, which, you know, all this stuff builds on each other. You can have a Bitcoin miner, so it'll get you money. I had a few of these, and I've sold these 40mm VOG grenades. Apparently, if you add a fuse and with some pliers, you can make grenades. Hand grenades. Sweet. I think this might be new. Magnets of a hard drive. So yeah, And another thing that the workbench happens to let you do is it unlocks your ability in your inventory to open this modding tool, which is awesome because now you can go through and pick, you know, certain attachments that you already have in your storage. You can click on something in here and build out presets of certain builds of guns. Like, I'll go and take a look at this this shotgun here, because this is what I need to build. You can see where all the parts fit together. So I had to buy this cylinder adapter. I can take it off. I can take off this laser and add it back on if I wanted. It's really nice because it keeps track of what parts can fit where in your inventory. Or you can, you know, if you take off parts, it'll tell you, hey, I need this part to be able to have this gun work. Like this magazine. Or, this hand grip I didn't need, so it doesn't line, but I will need it for this build. And then you can, you know, select it down to just the vital parts or mods that you can put on it, or functional mods. So for bigger guns, it can be, you know, a bit of a mess as far as looking at what you're trying to look at. But the workbench is amazing because not only can you go through and pull up that, which I didn't have, you can build all that other stuff, which you don't need to have a generator to build the stuff, which is great. So there's like some guns that you can build I don't know what the difference is between these two. PP91 cutter and PP9. Anyway, you take these crappy pliers and turn them into round pliers, or you can, you know, make gas analyzers, which if you do this, you can, they're considered found in raid or in, normally when you find stuff in the normal game, it's tagged that you found it that way. But if you do it in this hideout, it also tags it that way, so it counts towards one of the tasks I have. So I need to find some of these gas analyzers, or it can build them, which is pretty cool. I've turned in a few of these batteries. Found one of these Geiger counters. That was kind of cool. So I thought my scabs I had one. I found this last night. You take a broken G phone and a broken LCD and make a broken phone. Why? I don't know. Oh, it's a broken G Phone S and a broken screen to make a regular G phone. Again, I don't know. Some of these are just kind of like, why? But whatever. There are some useful stuff like the wires and everything else. So this is just level 1. Level 2, I need more bolts. a toolkit or tool set, 3 of them. One of these master tool sets, a power drill or electronic drill, e-drill, and then weapon parts. Which weapon parts you can get from tearing apart the one gun from before. But you also need this upgrade, which is the illumination. That was level 2 illumination. I only have level 1. Level 1 was just a basic lighter. Level 2, I need light bulbs and some wires. There's, like I said, there's a generator. You need a spark plug for it, and then you can toss fuel, gasoline or whatever in it that you find, and then it'll power the rest of the stuff. This med station I could almost get if I had a syringe and money. I'm low on money. I really need money. Rest space, I need some tape. I do need some matches though for the heating, which is right here. I only have 1 to 2, which would probably be the next upgrade because it adds bonuses to your regeneration of energy. This removes negative effects like if you're injured, or eventually they're going to introduce like radiation and stuff in the game, and so yeah, the med station also helps with health, but you can build medical supplies and stuff too with it. This also does energy, but you could build food out of it. Obviously, nutrition. Need some salt and some wires and generator. Med station. Oh, I guess you don't need a generator for it. Rest space you don't, heating you don't. What else? Library you can't get until you get rest space 3, but also helps with experience and skill boosting, which is cool. We already got to. Let's just go through. Water collector. What's water? Filters it. Allows you to drink it because that's what you need to survive. Solar, and instead of having the generator you can use solar, but you do need the generator at least to help convert the power. So it's 50% less fuel when you have solar. Already got that. Intel Center helps with tasks and some other things. Also can unlock the tasks for fence, which is good because if you ever screw up your scav rep, you'll need those. But these items can be hard to get. Generator. Oh, you have a boost generator. Basically, still, and you can still, make vodka and stuff, and you can sell that for pretty good money, I guess. Bitcoin farm. You can end up getting Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin in game is based on what's, real world pricing of Bitcoin. Air filter unit. But the next thing I really need to get is the generator, which just needs a spark plug. Heating, which I need some more matches. Need to unlock laboratory. And syringe would be helpful for the med station. As far as the rest of this, yeah. Oh, and there's also the scav case, which you need a junk box, which is like 1,000,000 rubles. But you might as well have at least a few of these before you even unlock this thing in the first place, because this thing fills with junk, and you need to have place for the other junk that you already have. So yeah. Anyway, I also have a shooting range. You can actually walk around all this. I don't know why. I didn't do it before, but over here is your rest area that I don't have, and your heat and nutrition and med station would be over here somewhere. Generator, and here's my workbench, which is like, can't hardly see it because the contrast of this game. Anyway. I wonder if anyone else is playing right now. I don't see anybody talking about it. Anyway, I don't see anybody actually available to play. So let's do another scav run. Keep playing woods. I'm gonna run through customs. 8 in the morning. I'm gonna run over through, I don't know what you really want to call it. Many people call it a crack house. It's really a medical lab of some sort. Where, med lab. I don't know. But there, I could probably get one of the syringes over there. There might be some tools I can pick up along the way. This is running a lot better than what Halo did on this system. I tried streaming Halo and that was a mess. And that never looked good either, but I don't know. This, like I said, this PC's kind of old at this point. I have a newer one. But it doesn't have a newer enough graphics card, and it's not really my main desktop, so maybe one day I'll swap it. It's not broke, so I'm not willing to go through and change it. I don't think I have enough power in the room to run a two system setup for streaming. At least not with a with PCs that require up to like 800 freaking watt power supplies or more for the newer cards. It's just stupid. Turn on one thing and you turn on as much as another light in your breaker trips. That would be annoying. I have not had any drop frames. Missed rendering, but not drop frames, and even the rendering and skips are hardly any. Pretty good for 60 FPS. Might be also the fact that I turned on FSR. That is a brand new feature that that helps upscale and also improves frames per second. You know, for fairly cheap processing. So that might be a good part of it. Waiting. I need to go through and change my servers that I connect to because this is just stupid. Waiting for 10 minutes just to scab in. One thing I don't think I ever got around to doing, I guess I did. I don't have, or I haven't tweaked the noise gate or noise suppression on my mic. I don't think it's too bad, but then again, I don't have a lot of people complaining at me on a daily basis whenever I do try to play. So it is what it is. Loading loot. Finally. 7 minutes in. It's gonna be another 3 minutes to load the loot. And then by the time I get in, I'm gonna have less than 10 minutes to run across the map. Because when you're scavving, apparently you only get like 10 minutes of time, or 12 minutes or something. But because you're sitting here loading for 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, that takes away your time in game to get done what you need to. Which I think sucks. So I'm punished because for whatever reason my PC just doesn't load things, or maybe it's the internet connection or whatever else. I don't know, but this takes forever to go through and load, and then I'm screwed all that time that I could have had in-game for time sitting here waiting for it to load. It's just not a very fun experience. Not a good mechanic, or mechanism as far as how the game actually plays. I understand that everyone's got, there's only a certain amount of time for this particular server, and once it runs out, everyone's basically done. But that does kind of help overall as far as keeping the servers going. But come on, man, how long does it actually take to load in, If I load in on a PMC, it doesn't take nearly as long to load the loot. It's almost like oh, I generated all this stuff on the map, and I'm going through step by step, and every single place that is moved, or whoever touched it, or opened it up, or anything else. It's like playing back the last 5 minutes worth of time, and then that 5 minutes worth of time I'm wasted waiting on the game. So now I get to actually start now. 10 minutes in. I'm sitting here, waiting. I bet you I'll have less than 8 minutes to get where I'm going and get back out. If that. Still waiting. What am I waiting for? Yeah, 10 minutes, 12 minutes just to start. Oh, I'm lucky. I got 16 minutes to run across. There was one time the other day, it took me about the same amount of time to load, and I had 8 minutes. And I had to run for it. And I didn't get out. So I don't know. Where am I going to? Warehouse 4, Patrick Park Corner, or Passage? Well, I'll probably do Factory Fire Corner. If I can remember where I'm at. I'm over here with storage and Big Red, and I need to go that way. Let's see, what all loot do I have? Ooh. The key for Health Resort. I don't think I've ever had any of the keys last time I was playing in the raid before, or the wipe before. Never really went through either Shoreline or the lighthouse before it was just expanded. So I'm not really good with those maps. Still not that great with this one. That's another player scab. Imagine all the other PMCs have already made their way across. I'm tempted to cross on the road itself because there's not a whole lot of people that do. Well, I need to go over to... Never mind. I need to go over this one building. I should run across this land bridge. I think I already did. Probably already hit the... There's 2 player scabs over here.
Ну чё, попадут вам тут всем залеты?
Dude, if I wanted to kill you, you already been dead. You wiggled at me. So this building back here in the back. Might find some decent crap, maybe. I end up getting shot, who knows. It's been opened. People have been through here. Maybe they're still here, I don't know. Oh, I went through and grabbed task items and got out. Don't know if the other item's worth it. Probably. Nothing. someone nearby. There's. I don't know all the different places up here because every time I come up here, I usually don't make it out. What? That was interesting. My internet connection glitched just enough that it kicked me out because saying I cheat. Alright, whatever. I'll probably be blasted off these stairs before I load back in. Because I bet you it's going to be another 3 minutes to load back in. I didn't really get much of anything that great, I don't think. Some parts and pieces. Fun. So I had the game crash earlier. It took me 12 minutes to get in. Then my connection dropped enough that it kicked me out. Now, it loaded once, it really shouldn't take another 10 minutes. 3 minutes maybe, but it's loading a lot faster. Yeah, 10 minutes loading sucks. I don't think I've ever had it actually kick me out for the anti-cheat. I've had it crash and I had to load back in before. I said about 3 minutes. Oh, I'm lucky. Someone didn't shoot me standing there on the stairwell. I got 5 minutes to get out. So... I really don't want to go... Got to go all the way around anyhow. Might as well just cut across and try to hit passage. In the back corner. I don't know. Either way, it's the same amount of distance, I guess. I guess I could do warehouse 4. I didn't think about that. Anything? Probably not. I'll just run back here to warehouse 4. Forget about this because I don't scav on customs that much. I haven't played this game that much. Can you pass it? You know, I don't know where I'm at. It's probably a good thing I turned around, because I was gonna get across the map in 4 minutes. Sorry, it's back this way. Somewhere. Whatever. That's right, it's here, not over there. No worries, I'm about out. At least I thought I was. Oh, warehouse 4 is in the front. This is warehouse 17. I'm dumb. I'm not even sure what that's at. Yep, I didn't get out. Oh well. I love it. I'm probably gonna stop playing for a while. At least till later on. Anyway. Hope everyone has a good one. I'm gonna relax a bit.